Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I've been away for a little while, but now it's time to get back to business. 10.1.7 is coming out on the 5th of September, which seems really quick, and we finally have some news for alts regarding catch-up gear. So, let's get into it. I play WoW for any length of time, and you will know that just like new raids, new dungeons, new zones coming with each patch or expansion, so too eventually will the catch-up gear for alts, and Dragonflight is no exception. But this time, rather than a simple NPC willing to hand out gear in return for some strange new currency, we have Dreamsurges. Which, in essence, is you go around collecting Dreamsurge coalescence, and then you trade them in for gear. Oh, but okay, yeah, you've got me. In all fairness, it's a tried and true, tested method. So yeah, we're gaining new currency, and in return, we're going to get some nice new catch-up gear. But they have wrapped it up in a pretty green bow. You see, the dream is leaking. It's got to be a better word. Surging, I guess, into various different zones in the Dragon Isles. This gives several benefits. While you are leveling, being in a zone that has the Dream Surge in it will grant you 25% experience buff. Personally, this is huge for me because I didn't get all my ults finished during the Sanctuary event. I know, don't judge me, I'm sorry. But Grim, I hear you say, we have all our ults at 70, you were lazy, we were not. Where is this gear you spoke of? Well, to be fair, even if you weren't saying that, I'm still going to tell you, sorry.
I'm not sorry.
And that's also the next benefit, because during these Dream Surges a random event will spawn. This is for max level characters, the big one being the Dream Portals. When these open, Druids of the Flame will appear and get up to naughty things, and you have to stop them? Yeah, I'm not quite sure of the lore on this one, but anyway, this is similar to the hunts over in the plains. Beat back different levels of forces, and eventually the big bad will come. In this case, a Flame Lieutenant. They will then drop the Charred Elemental Remains, 25 Dreamsurge Coalescence, Whelpling's Shadowflame Crest, and a 402 item token. Not too bad. Then we have the Empowered Rare Elites. As far as I'm aware, these are the same elites that would have been in the zone anyway, you know, rares and that kind of thing. But given that the Dream Surge has happened, they have been empowered, basically giving them more health and a few extra abilities. To make up for this, their loot table has been empowered as well. When you kill them, you'll gain more Dreamsurge Coalescence, 25 in this case again, a Whelpling Shadowflame Crest, and of course the 402 weapon as well. Well, 402 item I should say, it's not going to guarantee to be a weapon, plus whatever the normal loot table was for that mob. Now I don't know at present if the loot table is going to be empowered and therefore have its item level bumped up. Be intriguing if it does, because there's some really nice trinkets and things out in the world. So as we said before, killing each of these mobs has a chance of 402 piece of gear. But this gear can also be purchased from the event vendor. Currently on PTR, one piece of 402 gear will cost you about 100 Dreamsurge. That is not that much, so it's 25 from an event, 25 from a rare, plus these things are all over the place. You just fly around and you hit them. Now this 402 gear is veteran level, but there is a higher tier. There is 415 gear, and that comes from the weekly event that we're going to have. Upon completing the weekly event, you will gain Dreamsurge Chrysalis. You go to the vendor, you can purchase this 415 champion level gear, and that will cost you just one Chrysalis. Now granted, this is still PTR, these values may change, but they seem pretty good at the moment. This is after all catch-up gear, it's not meant to be endgame. Now there is one feature of the Dreamsurge I would feel amiss by not mentioning, but I will say I'm not entirely sure what it's about. While the Dreamsurge is active, players will be able to vote on buffs that are given within the zone. Currently you can see that instead of dying at the moment, I will instead fall asleep in a little pod and I will have sweet dreams, and while I'm dreaming, my health will recover. And we've never heard this or seen this before in WoW at all. What's that? Pod Tender from back in Shadowlands. Oh yeah. Yeah, basically you just gain Pod Tender, which is nice. I've got nothing against that. I really like Pod Tender, it's a brilliant ability. I'm not quite sure if this is designed for players that are leveling, and therefore it gives them a nice little buff they can choose from, or whether this is meant to impact players at endgame level, whether this is do certain things during these buffs, you gain achievements. I have no idea. It just feels like a flavour thing at the moment, but not really sure how it's going to interact with the other events that are part of this. And that's it. That's the Dreamsurges.
It's over. Go home.
But before I go, I just want to give a little message to Blizzard. Please don't mess this up like you did Rise of the Black Empire. And what I mean by that is, during BFA we had the Black Empire rising up in, I want to say it was the Olden and the Vale, I think it was. Players had loads of great ideas how this was going to work. We had these little events, and then we were going to go to Shadowlands, and we came back from Shadowlands, the Black Empire had risen up across Azeroth. Of course that was extreme, but it gave hope. The Black Empire is an amazing part of WoW's history. The Emerald Dream, similarly so. There is so much you could do with the Emerald Dream. But when we stepped away from BFA and the whole Black Empire thing, that was it. It collapsed. We never saw it again. Or we've seen brief glimpses, but it kind of seems like that idea's been put to bed. Please do not do that with the Emerald Dream. If we're going to have these Dreamsurges, don't make this the only time we have any interaction with the Emerald Dream. And just... what I don't want is that this just dies. I know Ysera's now been brought back into our realm, or into Azeroth as it were. We're so close to having potentially an Emerald Dream as an expansion, and I just really don't want it to be, I'm going to say it, half-assed implemented like the Black Empire was, where it was laggy, it was glitchy, it was just a horrible experience all around, and then kind of nothing is done from it again. I know I'm probably overreacting, but after seeing that whole Black Empire thing, I just don't want that again. Don't waste this idea on a minor patch feature simply for catch-up here. Outside of that, I really like this. I think it's a really good idea. It's a tried and true method of catching up ults with gear and with the XP. Fantastic, great. But that's enough from me. I'm already losing my voice. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more of my ramblings. Stay safe, and I will catch you all in the next video. Laters, everyone.